again live. Let me know if there is an issue, if the stream's horrible. I am also taking it with the camera as well, so that way I can make sure to share as much information that I can with you, especially on these brand new products here. Now, let me see. I know a lot of you are interested into their brand new ones here. And excuse me. Here are some new power supplies by Gigabyte here. Now these these are supported for PCI Express 5.0. Now this isn't ATX 3.1, they are ATX 3.0. And here are the RX 9070 cards here. But they haven't been officially announced yet. Pricing hasn't been announced. It definitely was planned, but unfortunately it wasn't released yet during their AMD keynotes. It does have a dual BIOS on them. So yeah, you can clearly see that it was planned for a Radeon RX 9070, so you can definitely see it here. And go over here to the motherboards, and you got the B850, which is built for AMD processors. Now they do have a lot more easier connections when it comes to motherboard connection, PCI Express. Same thing with NVMe. Now, more likely, it's like this quick release latch under here. You can just pull that off. And the nice thing is that it does have the M2 drive right under here. You just simply pop that off. And this is for the B850. Very minimalistic design. And they do also have a white one as well here, which is the AORUS Elite. This is also a B850 as well. Hopefully the stream isn't too rough. Now I know a lot of you are looking for a smaller type of design. So they do have the X870i for those who want RTX, which is pretty. And take a look at these specifications here. I will also do this by camera. If the stream isn't great, I apologize for it. It's, for some reason, once you go to the third floor on this hotel, it isn't all that great. But take a look how marvelous that design is. You got the nice all-white build you can do with that. And for those who are just tuning in and are curious about the 9070, it does exist. It is not just a myth. It really does exist. It's right here, as you can see it. You may have seen it already or not, but this is what it looks like. Triple fan design. And if you're curious about the power delivery, it does use 8-pin. I think it's 3 8-pins here. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it off here. Or no, let me see. There we go. There it is. That is official. 3 pins for our delivery. Excuse me. You got the X870. And now you've probably seen these ones around. This is the Gaming X. And they do have the Eagle and a all white. And I'm sure you've seen this, the AORUS Ice. And here, take a look at this. There it is, being in use. Too bad we don't have a display to really test it out. It'd be nice to kind of benchmark on a system like this, but unfortunately it's just in the PC, and we can actually use the RTX 9070, not RTX 9070, I mean the RX 9070. But again, it's not a myth, it does exist. Just wasn't officially announced for some reason. Let me go over to the next side here. Now, if you're interested in displays, they do have OLED displays. This is going to be the big thing. If you're looking to upgrade, now they are being used by Samsung. Right there. Those are the specifications. If you have any questions at all, just let me know. And I'll look for what you are looking for, whether it's motherboard, graphics cards, PCs, displays. Oh, no, it's okay. And take a look at that beast. And here, most importantly, we have this beautiful wall of GPUs. It'd be really nice to take one home. I tried to talk somebody to get me one, but yes, it was very difficult. There is a long wait list to even try to get it. I can't imagine how it would be for even to reserve it. But here is the RTX 5080, and this is the white AORUS. Here goes the RTX 5080 WindForce. And it just gets more massive. I mean, take a look at the RTX 5090 here. And even though it looks as massive, it still only takes up it looks like this one actually takes up the 3 slots here. And they do have the larger AORUS right here. And they even got a WindForce board here that you can put on a GPU if you want some nice water cooling. And if you're curious if they went back to the AIO design, they did. They also have one here. It has the fans radiator, has the pulp into it, and you actually have the graphics card itself. The RTX 5070 right there. Now, they don't really give any information on pricing or anything, so if you're curious about that, I couldn't tell you just quite yet. Let me move on here. And you got the Gigabyte laptops here. Here is the Arrow. This one actually has the 50 series built into it. This also has the HX CPU. Let me see if they're on. Apparently, none of their devices is on right now, but they do exist, and you can expect them soon, probably within about a couple months at least. And you have the AORUS Elite 16. Let me take it away from the glare there. Take a look at that. And again, if you want more clear footage, I will be filming this on a camera, and I will be uploading it, so it'll be a lot more clear and more concise. I can explain a lot more about it, but then again, just let me know what you guys want to see. And here are the displays here. Take a look at that. Can you imagine 233 frames per second, all because of DLSS 4. It's that much better. The generative AI can produce the frames so much better. The crazy part is we don't know what it is in raw power when it comes to its graphical power, when it comes to the 50 series, yet we didn't get as much information on that as we wanted, but hopefully we can pull some more information a little bit later at least. And here you go. This one's the AORUS Master 18-inch. This one has the 50 series. It has, of course, the DLSS 4, and again, it is an exclusive to the 50 series. Now, this one does have the Intel Core processor in there, and it also has the 285HX. So I'm just curious how that will match up, especially with the Intel processor, out of curiosity. And I'm curious how well it will also perform by AMD's processor as well. But here are the specifications for that, and more information. Not really true specifications, but an idea of at least what is built into it. go right behind here because these are all going to be the Intel motherboards here. And here again, this is the OS Master. This is the Z890 for everybody who are a fan of Intel boards. And they do have an ICE version of it. And this is the AORUS Elite. And again, everyone's going more into the quick releases. You can see here they got that quick release lever. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a little metal latch there. You can pull it off. And they do have kind of a quick release. That's the button to release the GPU, if that's what you plan to do. They also have the ITX version of it right there. But of course it's not ICE, but it is also the AORUS Ultra. And you can take a look at the specifications right here for it as well. Again, much simpler in design. You have much more buttons to make it much more toolless. That way you don't have to really mess around with grabbing screwdrivers or trying to fit a screwdriver in just to pull something off. And again, here you can quick release just to make your life easier. And it has that dual heatsink. It's almost similar to like the SSDs that you purchase from Gigabyte. And when it looks just like it, just a more wider version. Again, this is probably, this looks like it's a dual M2 drive right there, M.2 drive. And here is a B860M. Again, right here, all for Intel processors. But wait till you see this beast next to me after this. Now these are more of the, again, smaller boards. You can build a smaller build with it. And take a look at this. They still got the RTX 4080 Super here. I hope you guys got to see the 50 series because it just, now looking at this, it just looks humongous compared to the 50 series. I know some of the fans that they added on is quite big. And I'll go back to that shortly because I do plan on filming more of it, again with the camera, so you can get a little bit more clarity. And hopefully the stream is nice and clear. Tried to do it at ASUS, but unfortunately it wasn't that great. It didn't turn out that great. It kept reconnecting. It just was in a really bad area inside of the hotel. Now, here goes the AORUS Gen 5. You can get up to 14,000 megabytes per second. That's quite insane. Now, and let me just go back over here real quick before I start filming everything here. And it is busy, as you can see, quite busy. And you can see the big fascination, especially when it comes to the 50 series cards here. And again, if you believe in, I don't know, if you believe in unicorns, Radeon, again, RX 9070 does exist. It's right there. It's not a ghost. For some reason, AMD just hasn't announced it. I think it has to do a lot with pricing and competing, but I don't know how they're going to compete against the LSS4, to be honest. That's going to be tough. And let me just walk right back over here before I get into filming mode. Take a look at that. Isn't that nice? ICE graphics card. And it is a RTX 5080 Arrow overclock. And just look how much thinner that is. This is the RTX 5080. I just showed you what the RTX 4080 Super looked like, and just look at that. It only takes up 2 slots. Let me show you the back of it here. Let me lift it up. There you go. 3 display ports. You got 1 HDMI.
Sorry, we gotta keep them on the display.
Oh, sorry.
You can rotate it. You can like move it around to rotate, but you have to keep them on display. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all right.
You can rotate it, but yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Thanks. And here is the RTX 5070. Again, it's only dual slot. So you can see how much more smaller it is compared to the RTX 4080 series, the Super. Take a look at this monster.
But the 5080s are here as well, and the 5070s.
All right. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Yeah, it's cool. It's amazing, right? That RTX 5080 Aero. And just look how much more smaller it is compared to what it was compared to the RTX 4080 series. So, I will be ending this live stream. If you do want me to continue, just let me know. I tried to get the MSI earlier. I tried to do ASUS, but the signal was just terrible. I couldn't really give a decent live stream, but I did manage to record it on the camera, so I will make sure to upload it to you guys out there. So fam guys, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I will be going live once I go to another section. Thanks again so much for watching. This is Chris Mizo, signing out.